Welcome everyone. In this video I will review the Kirovets-1 Tier 8 Russian Premium Heavy Tank. I will review the stats with configuration and armor profile at the end of the video. So first of all, this tank looks like a combination of the Object 703 double gun and the Object 257 turret base turret and with the IS-3 hull. So I will show you this in a minute. The upper plate with this viewport for the driver is what like the Object 703 has. The turret is exactly what the Object 257 has as the base turret, and the hull, it's an IS-3 hull. I will show you this right now. Let's go to the Object 257. He has the, as you can see, the turret is almost the same, the same as the Kirovets-1 has, and the Object 703 has this the upper plate with this port with for the driver, and the back is actually looks similar to the IS-3, so it's a 3 tank combination. So let's go back now to our Kirovets-1 and let's talk about this gun. First of all, we have here a 122mm caliber gun with 390 alpha damage and 530 HE. As the penetration goes, we have here 221 APCR base ammunition, which is amazing as a base penetration. Heat ammunition 270 and HE 61. The crew member, we have 4 commander, gunner, driver and loader. This tank has 5 degree of gun oppression. The base DPM is 1877, which is really amazing for a tier 8 heavy tank as a base DPM. But the dispersion is 0.43. This is like the IS-3A value with the dispersion is really bad. The gun handling is really bad. The tank will miss a lot with 0.43 dispersion value, and the aim time is just horrendous with 2.979 sec aim time. This is just almost 3 sec aim time. This is just horrible. The gun stats looks the aim time and the accuracy just looks bad. Obviously our alpha is 390, which can high roll up to 488. The reload is 12.4 sec for a 390 alpha damage, so the DPM is good, but the gun handling is bad. The HP 1550, armor we will check at the end of the video. This tank has good speed with 42 km per hour forward and 20 backwards. The backward speed is actually amazing, 20 km backwards for tier 8 heavy tank. It looks like it's OP already. The tank weighs in 47 tons with 720 horsepower, which means our tank will actually go in average speed as 42 km per hour, but its backward speed is just unbelievable. Obviously the view range is 360. It's better than the Defender has, but 360 is just bad in overall. So let's go now and configure this tank. As you can see, field modification, this at max level and this to have better view range. So let's select all the good crew skills what we can have here. Let's select this and the consumable obviously. So the first slot is survivability. In the survivability slot I will select ventilation. In the second slot we can turbocharge the tank or firepower, but obviously firepower for a gun rammer. In the third slot I will select stabilizer. We can use different configuration, for example HP boost, ventilation and gun rammer, or you can have different boost, different modules, but I will use these. So, as the basic ammunition is APCR with 1400 shell velocity speed, actually really fast, amazing, like OP. The heat ammunition has 820 shell velocity speed, actually is in a mid-range, not too slow and it's not fast, it's in mid-range, with 270 penetration like the Object 703 double gun has, so it's really similar to the Object 703 double gun. The HE 790 shell velocity speed, slow HE shell, and the penetration 61. Actually, the penetration is not bad with 663 max high roll if you pan. So let's go now and check the stats with all these boosts. The DPM 2323, amazing for tier 8 heavy tank. The dispersion 0.39, it's still high, but you will miss a lot, but let's say for a Russian 8 heavy tank, Russian tier 8 heavy tank, these are just acceptable stacks like the Defender, IS-3A, and so on. These tanks has aim time 2.71. Actually, yeah, it's still long, but this is what we can do. The gun loading speed is 10 seconds for 390 alpha damage. It's like the IS-3 reload time, really good reload time. 5 degree of gun depression, obviously. HP 1600 with all these boosts, and the view range is 429 with these. So let's go now and check the armor profile of this tank. So the armor profile, if you're facing a tank like this, he will have around 240, 250 in the upper plate, so it's impenetrable with standard base ammunition. The lower plate around 200, 100, yeah, 200. This is penetrable for tier 6 tanks. They can pen this easily. In the turret we have here, actually the good thing about this turret is that the top of the turret is not overmatchable. Even if we are switching to heat ammunition, the top is still not overmatchable. So this is a really good thing already. But we have some weak spots here to the left side, around 200. The gun meter is 221 from the left side and from the right side, and here is it's impenetrable with base ammunition, but with gold ammunition is penetrable. And we have here some turret ring, which is really tricky to hit. Let's switch to visual now. As you can see, here is our weak spot around 200 millimeters, 202, and the turret ring. Actually, it's visible and it can be penetrated. So we have to be careful here. And the tank has some turrets here. This is the IS-3A turret with two ears to the left and to the right. So it's almost penetrable with the AP ammunition, standard ammunition, but the top of the turret is not. So this is it's not overmatchable. Let's switch back to live, and even if you are switching to heat and we angle really bad, obviously, if in this ridiculous case, yes, but in even this is just not penetrable with even with heat ammunition. So this is a really good thing about this tank. Let's go now to the side. The side is actually amazing. Let's start with the turret here, 300. Wow, 277. This is amazing for a tier 8 heavy tank, and 180 in the cupola, 190. So really well protected from the hull. We have here 100. We have some really good side space protection here. So this will absorb heat ammunition and HE shells. Around 188 millimeter, really good, and in the hull 100. So overall a well protected tank with really good side scraping capabilities. The rear here we have 76, actually it's weak from the rear, but the turret is 140, so it's still good, and here is 80. Other side, same configuration, really well protected turret here, gun mantlet middle 150, here to almost 200, it's amazing, 100 in the hull, 200 where we have this side protection, and 100, 100. So the tank is in a 5 degree of gun depression, like this is a max degree what he can achieve. Obviously with heat ammunition it will be penetrable. The turret here to the left side and the gun mantlet here with the 270 millimeters of penetration. And yeah, let's go now to check the tank in side scrape position. The tank can actually side scrape, really good side scraper, amazing side scraper. But if the enemy is switching to heat ammunition, the shoulder plate will be visible, so keep this in mind. Above 270 they will pan you in the side, so on the shoulder plate, so keep this in mind. It's you have to be careful how to angle this, but other than that the side is actually good with really good space protection here. So overall really good, well angled protection and turret. So overall, the tank has a really good DPM, amazing DPM for a tier 8 heavy tank. 5 degree of gun depression is bad, but for a Russian tank, it's just normal. Let's say like this. The speed is outstanding, 42 kilometers forward and 20 backwards. This is outstanding speed. DPM 2300 with the configuration, amazing. The bad side is the gun handling. You will miss a lot, and long aim time. Other than that, the top of this is not overmatchable with heat ammunition, even 270 and above. The good here we have some weak spot, obviously 202 here with 250. They can pan from left side and right side to the gun mantlet, and the lower plate is weak. But we have really good spaced side protection all over the tank from the side, so it's a really good, promising tank, obviously with this backward speed and good DPM. And this is not overmatchable like the Object 257 has, or the IS-5 or a lot of tanks has this overmatchable. So this is amazing thing. So yes, thank you guys for watching, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.